Okay, this week in review, we're going to start by talking about rates and unit rates specifically. So when we talk about a rate is a ratio that importantly compares two quantities with different units. Okay, so we're not talking about just centimeters, just hours, just dollars. We're talking about things that you've heard of before, like miles per hour. We'll see our two units are miles and hours here. Or dollars per pound. If you go to like the grocery store and you buy your produce, you're buying things for dollars per pound of that. Dollars per pounds of apples, per pounds of broccoli, things like that. Okay, and when we talk about that, we're looking to create fractions like dollars per pounds. See dollars over pounds there. Miles per hour on the streets. It's miles over hours, miles per hour. So what we often work with are called unit rates. Unit rates are when the denominator or the bottom unit has a unit of 1. Okay, so if you travel for 150 miles in 2 hours, we can set it up like this. 150 miles over 2 hours. But when we divide both top and bottom by 2 here, and we get hours to become 1 hour down on the bottom, we can see that 150 miles divided by 2, the speed you were traveling at was 75 miles per hour, per 1 hour. And that's called a unit rate, when the bottom unit is 1. Okay, so we can conclude that you've traveled 75 miles per 1 hour. So, if we have a person biking 24 miles in 4 hours, take this time now to find her unit rate. What was her miles per hour? Okay, so if I set this up, I'm looking for, in my fraction here, I'm setting up miles per hour, miles over hour. Okay, and I know that she went 24 miles in 4 hours. So my fraction setup is 24 miles over 4 hours. Now to solve for this one, I wouldn't divide by 2 like the last problem. I'd divide by what to get it to 1 hour? I'd divide it by 4. Because 4 divided by 4 on the bottom here will make 1 hour, which is what we want for a unit rate. We want the bottom number to be 1. And on the top, 24 divided by 4 means that she went 6 miles per hour. Or you can see here she went 6 miles per 1 hour. How about on the bottom there? Find the unit price if it costs $2 for 8 juice boxes. Okay, take your time to do that problem now. So, if I were setting up this problem here, I could do my top one being dollars per box. My 2 units are dollars per box. Dollars on top per box on the bottom. And I know in my problem to set up, it was $2 to start for 8 juice boxes. Okay, so again, dollars per box. That's why dollars went on top, because it's dollars per box. And if I'm setting this problem up here, I want it to be 1 on the bottom still. I want 1 box, right? I want the cost of 1 box of juice. So I would divide top and bottom by 8. Because I want 8 divided by 8 to be 1 on the bottom. I want 1 box. And if I do 2 divided by 8, it's going to turn out to cost 25 cents per box. Last one here, we've got dog food. in different size bags. We're going to compare the different prices and find which one is the cheapest per pound of food. Okay, so we can't really compare them if I know that 40 pounds is $49, 20 pounds is $23.44, and 8 pounds is $9.88. But if I did it per pound, I could find which bag is the cheapest to buy per pound. So let's set up the 40-pound bag up here. The 40-pound bag costs $49 for 40 pounds. That's the rate that we're working at. The rate is $49 per 40 pounds. But I don't want the rate, I want the unit rate. So to go from 40 to 1, I would have to divide by 40 on top and bottom, right? Because 40 divided by 40 on the bottom is 1 pound, and 49 divided by 40 on the top, if I do 49 divided by 40, I'll get $1 and roughly 23 cents per pound in that biggest bag there. So for every pound, it's going to cost me $1.23 per pound there. Let's do that for the second bag, the 20-pound bag. I know that the 20-pound bag costs $23.44. Okay. And so if I want to find it per 1 pound, I would divide by 20 on top and bottom. 20 pounds divided by 20 is 1 pound on the bottom. And $23.44 divided by 20 turns out to be $1.17 per pound. So we can already see this. The 20-pound bag is cheaper per pound, right, by 6 cents per pound. Okay, and you should be trying the last one on your own. But let's fill this out here. The 8-pound bag is going to cost $9.88. So my initial rate is $9.88 per 8 pounds. Right, but I don't want per 8 pounds, I want per 1 pound. So to get that 8 to become a 1, I'm going to divide top and bottom by 8. Eight divided by 8 on the bottom is 1, and $9.88 divided by 8 is $1.24 per pound in the unit rate. So we can see here, this one is the cheapest. The 20-pound bag is the cheapest. Our next cheapest is the 40-pound bag, because 1 cent higher is the 8-pound bag.